and I am a beginner gardener. Today, I wanted to redo one of my videos. Now, I will be one of the first to go ahead and admit whenever I'm wrong, and I had posted a video about my soil experiment and how I make my soil. Now, I have been looking at my plants, and my experiment kind of went a little wrong. I don't know if you guys remember the video or not, but I had two bush beans. Yeah, this one looks a little funkitated, and I'll tell you why. Now, I had made the mistake of putting a little bit too much fertilizer in my soil, and I wanted to inform you guys so that way you guys don't make the same mistakes I do. And it's all a learning experience for me, and I wanted to share with you what I had learned. This one right here is doing fairly well. It actually hasn't really grown too much since the last time that I've done this video. This one has full leaves and looks wonderful. This was the regular soil with the mushroom compost, the vermiculite, and the coconut coir, or the coconut fiber. Now, this one was the one that I had with the green sand, the blood meal, the bone meal, the alfalfa, a little bit of dolomite. But that's the one, this is the one that I did with that. This leaf right here has completely just shriveled up because I gave it too much fertilizer. And this is what it looks like. I want you to see. I don't know if this is close enough for you guys or not. But it has started curling and everything. I mean, it's still strong. This one's actually a little bit stronger than this one. But it's getting too much fertilizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant this into another pot with less fertilizer. And I actually invested in a measuring cup. Whoa! I know, go me, right? So I got 1/8 of a cup, measuring cup, and this is usually for coffee. I got it for a couple cents over at a few cents over at a Walmart. So I'm going to use this to kind of help me measure out my ingredients for my soil. So I'm redoing my soil video, and I'm going to transplant this and see, hopefully, if I can revive it back to normal. Before I show you guys how I do my new soil, I wanted to share with you guys about this little guy. Okay. Isn't he so tall? Isn't he tall? Now, this is a bush bean as well. This is my blue lake bush bean, same as these guys right here. It was born the same time, and actually this was the runt of the group. I didn't think that they were going to grow that well because I had a black thumb back then, and I mean I still do, but it's slowly turning green. Excuse me, sorry guys, I'm sick. But just wanted to say that I shoved all these in one, okay, whenever they were seeds, thinking that they weren't going to sprout, and hoping that one of them would at least sprout. Well, all three of them sprouted. So this little guy was actually trapped underneath the soil because these two had grown roots and everything, and apparently the bean was stuck in between the roots and it wasn't pulling up. So what I did was I went ahead and I tried to revive this little guy by putting it in a small 16-ounce plastic cup like this and trying to get it to grow, and I put it underneath my grow light and everything, and this thing shot up like crazy. As you can tell, it is a lot taller than the rest of these. So I don't know what I did, to tell you the truth. I have no idea how I got him to grow so tall and doing so good, but I'm pretty glad that he is, because this little guy is sick looking, and I don't know if he's going to make it or not. He should, but we'll see. This little guy right here, I actually put in my revised soil. So I guess we're going to see if he poops out or he does the same and goes pretty well. But I just want to tell you guys that. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how I make my soil now that I know a little bit more about burning your plants. So here's my ingredients. I have my mushroom compost right here, and this is by Scotchman Choice, and this was about $3 over at Lowe's. I also got a Nature's Guide all alfalfa meal for roses and flowers. It's a 2-1-1 blend, and it cost me $5.99. I'm sure you can probably get this a lot cheaper, probably at a pet store or something like that. You don't have to get the alfalfa meal. This is just ground up alfalfa. You can go to the pet store and get the pelleted ones if you would like. It doesn't matter. I like the meal because I do like it all like powdery and ground up. See, as you can see, it's like a powder. But I like it a little ground up so it mixes with my soil a little bit easier. I also use the blood meal. And again, I'm not going to be using that much of the stuff. This is going to be the same stuff I use. But I also use the blood meal, bone meal. The blood meal is $6.99 and it's by High Yield. You get 2.25 pounds of the blood meal, and this one was $4.99 for High Yield bone meal. And this one is about 4 pounds that you get. I also use the Star Green vermiculite. Now there is a link that I'll be putting up, and it was an experiment between perlite and vermiculite, and I saw the video and it actually said that the vermiculite did better for the plant than the perlite. So that is the only reason why I really am using the vermiculite, because I want my plants to do better, and the perlite is not as up to the vermiculite then. So go ahead and check out that link so you know that you're a little bit more educated on it. And it's an experiment. You know, he did a couple things and it showed results. So I'm all for it. I believe in it now. So hopefully you guys will look at that video as well and get more educated on that. So there is another one that I use, which is peat moss. Now I went to Lowe's, and since they didn't have any coconut fiber, I just went ahead and just bought some peat moss. I know some people are kind of upset with people who use peat moss because apparently if they I guess harvest it or something like that, it takes forever to grow back. So not really sure about that, but there was actually a ton of bags there, so I just went ahead and got one. Sorry guys if you don't like using peat moss, but I went ahead and got some anyway. This brand is actually by Star Green. I don't know if you can see this or not. This is by Star Green, and it's an enhanced Canadian sphagnum peat moss, I believe. And it's what it says right here is that it adds organic material, absorbs water fast, nutrient rich, adds oxygen to plant roots. So I mean, it's the same thing as pretty much like coconut coir or coconut fiber, I'm sorry. And has the same consistency. Let me get like a little bit of it. Well, actually, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more poofier. It actually feels pretty powdery. So this is what peat moss looks like. Nothing but dried up moss. And that works wonders too. So you can use either one. It's up to you guys which one you want to use. I'm going to actually bring you guys in a little bit closer, and I'm going to show you guys my new revised soil that I make. like I said, I'm a beginner gardener. If you have any advice or comments or anything, go ahead and post something down below, or shoot me an email, whichever. I am very open to advice and helpful tips and everything. Don't be scared to go garden and make mistakes, because like I just showed you, I made a mistake and I put too much fertilizer and I burnt my plants. And here I am talking about it on video that I burnt my plants. But I'm not ashamed, because it is a learning experience. So I hope this video helped you guys out and taught you a valuable lesson like it taught me. So um, I'll be doing an update a little bit later on and show you guys how these bush beans are doing, and hopefully this guy will be all perky and everything, and growing new leaves and everything. So wish me luck and happy gardening, guys.